Hi everyone, welcome to the Learning and Communicating Online unit with Swinburne Online. Congratulations deciding to study at university level. You know that means you are going to be learning some new skills, for example, academic writing. University level education is about academic writing, which is research writing. So well done stepping up, and you will learn a whole heap of elements about that in this unit. My name's Lorraine. I'm the e-learning advisor for this unit. I'll be working with you across the whole timeline of the unit, 12 weeks. I'll be marking all the assessments, and you will be contacting and talking to me on the discussion board and via email. Some of the questions I get from students at this early point of the unit is talking on the discussion board compulsory? Well, you're not allocated marks for your post on the discussion board. However, you will see from the assessments, the assessment content is directly linked to your discussion board posts. And so yes, definitely engage with the discussion board. When you're engaging with the discussion board, have a look at the learning materials first. The first thing you do is have a look at learning materials, because you have to get the content of the unit, absolutely. And so we work through, you'll see in the learning materials, it's broken up into week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. There will be discussion boards for every week. In that discussion board, I will put up a post first just to lead us into that week. You will see every week. And so what I want you to do is to jump in there and talk to me and talk to other students. What's really important is that the only difference really between going to university face-to-face and going to university online, which you've chosen to do with Swinburne Online, is that Swinburne Online, an online environment, has 24/7 access. It means that you can jump on, if you're a shift worker, at 2 o'clock in the morning and look at the content and put a post up on the discussion board and send me an email. I might not necessarily answer at 2 o'clock in the morning, but you will see that I'm on at a lot of different times. So the turnaround in terms of our conversation is fairly fast with the way that I run the discussion boards. And certainly there'll be times that I'm on not necessarily 9 to 5. Here's the thing, everybody that is coming into this unit, for instance, has got a lot of life juggles. We're all juggling a range of issues, including but not limited to family, children, partners, work, shift work. We also work extensively, I've worked extensively with people who have a lot of health issues. They've chosen to engage in an online environment for convenience. They've chosen to engage in an online environment because of social phobias. All of those I'm skilled at working with. Do not hold back if any of those or all of those or some of those apply to you, and they will. So know that you're juggling, everyone else is juggling as well. Here's the other thing, we work with people all over the world at Swinburne Online. So we're used to working with different time zones. We look at working, even ELAs are not in an office somewhere. We are also all over the world, and we are connecting in via fast internet to be able to communicate with you. So you are not on your own there either. I've completed one of my degrees online, as well as other study, postgraduate, and another degree face-to-face. There's not a lot of difference in terms of what we achieve, because the requirements are the same. Academic writing is the same. If you are new to academic writing, fantastic. You may feel overwhelmed at first, and from a learning perspective, that's a really good point to be at, believe it or not, because if you were coming into an environment and you already knew everything, then your learning capacity would be limited. If you're coming in and you're thinking, I am completely overwhelmed, that is not a bad place to be in terms of educational environments. From my perspective, that is a good place to be. So feel assured that you are not going to be the only one. What I want you to do, though, is use all of the resources that Swinburne Online is offering you. Swinburne Online has a range of resources in your student portal. You can find that on the discussion board site. Be sure to go through all of the tabs that are there on the discussion board site. Some of the key ones are the schedule tab, which are fantastic for planning. Now is the time to plan. Look at what's required when are the assessments due, what are we going to cover in the discussion board. I will put up a post in the discussion board. Do not hold back asking any questions. All questions are completely fine, and what I find, I've worked face-to-face teaching and I've worked online. When one person asks a question, there are at least 10 or more students that have the same question, and you can almost hear a sigh of relief. Everyone is relieved that you're asking that question. Because sometimes we hold back because we think it's a silly question. It is not. So I am happy to answer your questions in the weekly thread. So you will be looking at week 1. If you're tempted to skim through the whole 12 weeks and then walk away, I can see it in the assessment content that you deliver for this unit. And I can honestly say, in terms of the marking, I can see students that have been engaging in the discussion board, thinking about the learning material, reflecting, asking questions, talking to me, and talking to your peers, other students that are studying just like you. If you put your question or comment in the current week, that is our focus. You are more likely to get a response from your peers. I'm keeping an eye on all of that. But if you want to engage, which is what we're seeking to do, is to build a learning community, these are students that you will meet again in other units that you complete. If you're wanting to engage and join in with the learning community, engage in the current week. Not necessarily 3 weeks behind, because it means you're less likely to feel part of a learning community that we're trying to create. So look at all the resources. Step 1, expect to feel overwhelmed. That's okay, it doesn't matter, because you will be really, really surprised what you learn in this unit and how you feel as we move towards week 12. Your learning is going to skyrocket, and I'm going to facilitate that, and I'm really excited to work with you. I know that there's a lot of students in this unit across the board. Remember that there's a Contact Us tab on the left-hand side of the discussion board, and that is for the student advisors. The student advisors can talk to you. They're directly based and working with Swinburne Online. Swinburne Online is actually in Melbourne, Australia, and they are there to answer your general queries, your technical queries, that, like the ELAs, like me, are very approachable. So please don't hold back on any of those elements. That is the whole dynamic structure that has been built, the foundation that has been built. I've been working in teaching roles for many years now, face-to-face and online. Go to your student portal and look at all the resources that are there for you. If academic writing is new for you, fantastic. If this is your first unit, fantastic. Use the resources that are there, that you will learn how to research. That's what's required at university level. And so we are working with you to achieve that. Please don't hold back on any questions, and please engage. Jump into the current week and we will keep talking, and I will facilitate your learning path. Look forward to it. Let's talk soon. I just wanted to put this YouTube clip up so that we can connect. And you'll see that I'll add a whole bunch of other resources in as we continue to work together. Okay, bye for now.